Hey guys, Movie Junkie for Life here, and let's talk revenge. And bear with me a little bit. I have my phone out because I try not my best not to destroy these people's names too much, because it is a French-made film. It's written and directed by Coralie Fagit and stars Matilda, Anna Ingrid Lutz, and Kevin Janssen, I hope that's correct, Vincent Colombe, and Guillaume Bouchy. I'm sorry. Revenge tells the story of some guys who they have this annual hunting trip they go on, and one of them brings their young mistress with him. Things get out of hand very quickly, and it becomes a battle for survival and revenge in the desert. Wow. Now, this movie, I've actually been avoiding this one for some time. I've known about it for a few weeks now. And the reason I haven't seen it is because the topic in this movie, whenever these types of movies like Last House on the Left, I Spit on Your Grave, it's not something that I enjoy watching. Basically, it's that whole rape revenge scenario that plays out. And while I admit the remakes have done a much better job, I think, than the originals, because the originals, I feel, kind of glamorize these things a little bit, whereas the remakes are definitely treat the subject a lot darker and a lot more serious in tone. So that's why I haven't watched Revenge up until that point. I hadn't watched Revenge because I was like, ugh, another one of those rape revenge movies. I really don't want to sit through watching somebody get violated for like 10 minutes and then see the revenge after. But I'm happy to say, and maybe because this was written by a female and directed by one, that the topic is treated really well. It's handled well. It's not glamorized. It's not something they, should I say, stay on for too long. We know what's happening. It's terrible. It's horrible. But it's not something that's in your face, something that you're forced to participate in, so to speak. And then, of course, the events kick in after that. Matilda Lutz is amazing in this movie. And the visuals in this film is what sells this film above all else for me, because there's a lot of imagery in this movie. It's almost like a drug-fueled trip in the desert, what's happening to her. And there's a lot of imagery in terms of her body, because in the beginning, she's this gorgeous, almost bimbo-like person, you know, very sexualized. Nothing's wrong with that. But of course, she's there and she's the only female among these men, and that's how they treat her, that's how they see her. And I love how this movie shows another side of beauty with strength and sexuality, as we see her, should I say, bruised and battered. Her scars are almost as beautiful as she was flawless. It's a weird thing to say, but it's something you have to see. Like I said, the visuals is what sells this film a lot. The guys in the movie, with the exception of two of them, they don't really add that much, because this is more her story to tell. They are, of course, the antagonist, and they are what she's fighting against. She's surviving. And I have this thing I say sometimes, that a woman's superpower is to be underestimated, and that's exactly what goes on in this movie. The things she survives in this movie, and by the way, the brutality of this movie, oh boy, if you don't like blood and gore, stay away from this movie. Because if you thought I Spit on Your Grave was brutal, Revenge is on another level, guys. The blood flows in this movie. And of course, that does lead me to some plot hole type things. It might be nitpicking, you know. It's like, how does somebody survive that level of blood loss and still manage to fight the way they do, you know, that sort of thing. But I guess I can put that aside, because I felt like the characters in this movie, the decisions they make are pretty smart. This is not one of those horror movies that is cliched and you have this female victim turned heroine making these stupid mistakes. This movie is very well thought out. The action reactions are well thought out, in my opinion. Everything goes the way you expect people would handle it in a real life situation. And I think that's what really works on top of the visuals. So all around, this is a fantastic movie. This is actually this director's debut, and it's pretty amazing. I think maybe she had like one smaller film before this, but this is like her big screen debut as far as I know. Wow, I am definitely gonna keep my eye out for her name on more projects, because for a horror fan like me, this one was balls crazy in all the best ways. So Revenge for me gets a strong 7.5 out of 10. This is a solid watch, and again, like I said, the topic is treated with the respect it deserves. So if, like me, you're not into watching these rape revenge things because they take a little too long on the rape aspect of it, don't worry, Revenge handles it very well. So if you enjoyed this, feel free to hit the like button below. It's much appreciated. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you can click on my face right over there. And I also do these short reviews on Screen Rant, Movie Junkies, capital M, capital J. And that's going to be it, guys. So until next time.